Ready when you are.
Hi, Catherine! It's us!
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping...
What is it we have to do?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission... Add Ash...
Where did my spear go?
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be...
Huh? How could you tell?
by the clothes on your back and the look on your face.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait.
Woo woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why am I...
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him. Paimon bets Young Lee is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Is this an answer from this world?
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me? In our last tale...
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you!
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and
Some...
Take a look around. Is there... The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's _1 rock expert, but...
You appear to have taken his...
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't... Paimon just wants to...
I see.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, we are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms.
Stop being so modest, young... Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle...
Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh. And this must be...
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert...
Let's not get...
Uh-huh. So you say. But it's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang...
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait,
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses...
a contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you.
Stop talking the talk and start...
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is
So you're an appraiser, Mr.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when he saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions.
Huh? How could you forget...
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman.
So, do you have a port...
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help... Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of... In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket...
Such a detailed description. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you?
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which...
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhang.
I've seen many such stones in my time.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me. This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Boldsen.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of the...
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around.
Huh. Such a huge mine.
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. Over here! A pile of shirts.
Huh. A few everyday items.
1, 2, 3. Huh. That seems right. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle died.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return this... Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about...
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll...
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and... Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating real...
I see. 4...
A child? What's a child?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about... I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no...
You mean you can put your hand...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and engrave...
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this...
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Di.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary... An on-site accident. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the...
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own...
Forced to? But who would...
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged...
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a... Could someone have entered the site and simply...
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his,
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set...
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set up...
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make... There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlement.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go...
Wait.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still invested. Searching for? We're all...
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking...
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling... In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's...
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll
I see. If I am able to during...
Really? Oh,
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the...
Great! Let's have a look!
There's no end to this. Unlucky. You're open.
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the miners!
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints... It would appear that they made their way through Lingju.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Go! Don't get frostbite. Cool it. Water jet! Go! Freeze! Time for retribution! Cool it!
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there, have you seen it?
A miner.
Let's try. Hello, have you seen any?
Stop bothering me.
Jeez, a little whatever. Hey there!
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were...
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions.
This child.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was...
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them! More footprints. There's a person over there!
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first! Ask questions later.
Oh, so sorry. Don't push your luck. Dodge this. What's the hurry? Go! Time for retribution! Here comes the finale. Now disappear. And voila!
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were... My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall.
Huh? You sure you're not...
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot.
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something...
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhang.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would...
You think so? It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and...
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhangli.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap. We have encountered many clues along the way. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does...
Clever thinking.
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey! Hello?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has... There's a camp nearby. We should take him... He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something.
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... Or... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we...
So he was kidnapped. And then... But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened.
Paimon's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Shaw. Huh? Is something wrong?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to...
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunju?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is...
Huh? What's with...
Traveler. Does Dragonfall mean anything?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high temperature.
Elemental reactions can produce material...
Indeed they can. How Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between. Why is it then that a citizen of Leo...
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunju...
Ulterior motives?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As we're drawing closer to our goal, I believe we should continue to follow this road through. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunju. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close...
Go! Yeah! What? Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Kunjun,
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunju?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. such an
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there,
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps... All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb it? If you don't try, you won't know. When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind. Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found...
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Quake!
volition!
Rise! Careless! Crumble!
From rock to dust, sooner or later, there is no atonement for 1,000 years pain!
Nothing to fear. Verdict is...
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
A round of applause! Now disappear!
Order guide.
Crumble! Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain! From rock to dust, sooner or later,
Crumble!
the enraged earth will not absolve you! Morax! You think you can destroy me? Experience an eon of suffering! There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Quake!
Face me! to dust. Sooner or later.
Rise!
Fisher!
Careless! Crumble!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
This is getting interesting.
Watch out!
Allow me.
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
Quake! Rise! Quake! Careless! Crumble!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year reign!
Gather!
Come, experience an eon of suffering!
Solidify!
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
I see your power. This is order.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me.
You should call it by its name.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant.
No. You have...
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh?
Morax. It's... Ashtaha.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing for...
So there are two?
No, it can't be.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity.
The audacity! Are you insane? If
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would have...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret...
There would be no harm in it.
Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the GeoArk. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are erosion ground Ashtaha's consciousness into oblivion. Ashtaha, now incomplete, became
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the...
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production. This erosion made us even more savage. No matter... Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion, and so
We became you. And from your will, I am your final contract. Witness the promise, but no! I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone. No! This is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental... Morax is not an A lord over insects is nothing but an insect You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in that which you have forgotten. I hold here in my heart. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea. A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... Strange. You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. No! That isn't true! Perhaps it isn't, but it remains. More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Straight down to...
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other... Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over...
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to...
Not I. Merely that once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans.
You always did have a great admiration.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement.
Ajdaha, I am no longer...
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by... You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago. And
you've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done,
that day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens.
Hence, my Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The old friend. God of...
Thank you, Ishtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's...
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ishtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ishtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ishtaha could sense the stone, despite being the victor. I could not claim to be stronger than he, and in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennium personally sealing away an old friend. This is people abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change.
You still care a lot about...
Call it... I must thank you both.
No worries!
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not ago, we met a guy. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through...
I cannot.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence. You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts,
Would you be ready to find out?
it appears your understanding of this world continues. There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time. Forgotten, but you are capable of finding them and bringing them. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you